I'm Rich Carroll. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. A vaccination event next month in Palm Coast will have a specific focus. John Arking reports.
On April 8th from 9 a.m. to noon, a COVID-19 vaccination clinic will focus on residents with diabetes, according to Bob Snyder and Gretchen Smith from the Flagler County Health Department.
We're going to have a special vaccination clinic at the hospital in partnership with the Foundation, the Diabetes Alliance, the hospital, and us to vaccinate those individuals who are persons with diabetes, the extremely vulnerable group. Per the governor's EO, we want to get you vaccinated. Let Gretchen kind of talk about it a little bit here.
We'll have staff from our Diabetes Education Center. They'll all be on site with recipes, samples, answers to your questions, and they're looking forward to it. It's going to be from 9 to 12.
Registrants under age 50 will need to bring a COVID-19 Determination of Extreme Vulnerability form signed by a physician that can be found on the State Health Department's website. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
The Florida Tiger Bay Club is presenting an insider's look at Florida politics, and you can hear it live today at noon on WNZF. Amy Cherry has the details.
Greg Davis, who's president of the Flagler Tiger Bay Club, says you'll hear from three of the top political strategists in the state in what he says will be a balanced conversation.
We have Stephen Shale. Stephen Shale is a leading Democratic strategist here in Florida. We have Frank Terraforma. Frank Terraforma is a leading Republican strategist. We also have on our panel David Jolly. David Jolly is a former Republican congressman. He resigned from Congress, became an NPA, is the leading proponent of the NPA movement, which is probably the fastest growing sector of electorate in Florida.
Davis hopes listeners will walk away with a strong understanding of what's happening within politics, both in Florida and nationally.
Both on the Democratic side and on the Republican side, there's some real debates going on within the parties and what they're going to be, what they're looking to be. So I think that our listeners will be able to walk away with an insider's look of what's really happening within Florida. You can't ignore the NPAs. Matter of fact, Florida Chamber of Commerce has done a study, and NPAs are probably expected over the next two election cycles to be as large as, in terms of registered voters, as the Florida Republican Party. So it's an interesting dynamic.
Again, hear the discussion live at noon right here on WNZF. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
Kids can get ready for a splashing good time in Flagler County. Karen Johnson has the story.
The upcoming splash pad at James Holland Memorial Park is a highly anticipated new addition to the city of Palm Coast. Many are eager for the area to open. The city is working diligently to make that happen, as well as keeping everyone updated on the progress along the way. Brad West, Senior Communications Officer for the city of Palm Coast, says safety is number one for all children and families. Now that the water's been turned on for a while, a problem has shown up, and the city is addressing it.
We did want to keep the community informed that our staff did identify a potential problem with an adhesive around an area called the fall protection areas, which is a safety area and safety feature around the fixtures, and there may be some material that's possibly separating. So our city staff is working with the contractor, vendor, consultants, and the manufacturer to identify the appropriate steps to take to correct the issue.
West adds identifying this issue is a testament of the hard work and careful attention to detail by our staff. The team is committed to providing a splash pad that is safe and usable without interruption once opened. For now, West says an estimated timeline is still being worked out. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Flagler County learned some time ago to learn from history. Flagler County Executive Airport Director Roy Seeger said that it took a wildfire to get a helicopter.
And then we also house here the county's Fireflight helicopter, which is, many people have been here for many, many years. Remember when Flagler County almost burned down? So the county purchased that Fireflight helicopter so they can act quickly to put out any potential or any wildfire start.
Seeger said that when one Fireflight helicopter is not enough, the military comes in with its Black Hawks and flies its 800-gallon buckets to a fire scene. The interview with Roy Seeger is from the Flagler Voice, which airs every Saturday morning at 8:30 right here on WNZF. The program is a community service of Tag Ventures Real Estate Services. Tomorrow, Seeger talks more about the Flagler County Executive Airport. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.